Urgent Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Steelers Nation, buckle up, because what I'm about to share with you might just shake up the entire offseason. We're talking about a potential game-changer for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's not just speculation, there's real momentum behind this rumor that could reshape the team's outlook for the upcoming season. Now, I know, it's been a roller coaster ride for Steelers fans lately, with the offseason bringing plenty of questions, especially at the quarterback position. But this latest development? It's got everyone talking, and you'll want to stay tuned because this could be the move that takes Pittsburgh back to the playoffs and beyond. So, let's set the scene. The Steelers, as you all know, have been a team built on resilience, defense, and a strong run game for decades. But in recent seasons, especially after the departure of Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback position has been a bit of a saga. They've been searching for stability, for that franchise guy who can lead the team not just through regular seasons but also in the clutch moments of the playoffs. And right now, the big question mark hanging over the team is, what's next at quarterback? The current situation is clouded in uncertainty. Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks of his generation, has yet to make a final decision about his future. Is he staying at Green Bay? Is he leaving for another team? All these rumors swirl around, and the Steelers, like many other franchises, are keeping a close eye on what moves might be coming. But what if Rodgers doesn't come to Pittsburgh? What if the team needs to pivot, to look elsewhere, to find a quarterback who can make a real difference? That's where this story gets interesting. The Steelers are reportedly eyeing a player who, just a few years ago, was considered one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the entire NFL. Someone who's not only shown flashes of brilliance but has also been in the MVP conversation, even winning the award at one point in his career. Yes, I'm talking about a former MVP, a player with the kind of pedigree that could instantly elevate the Steelers' offense. Imagine a quarterback who's been there, done that, and still has plenty of gas left in the tank. That's the kind of guy that could come in and turn heads in Pittsburgh, especially given the team's strong defense and a solid running game that can complement him perfectly. This quarterback, whose name has been floated around in NFL circles, has a history of making big plays, of rising to the occasion when it counts most. His experience in high-pressure situations and his ability to extend plays with his legs could introduce a new dynamic to the Steelers' offense, which has often been criticized for its inconsistency at the quarterback position. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, is this really going to happen? Can the Steelers pull it off? Well, the truth is, the NFL offseason is a time full of surprises, and teams that are aggressive in the market often find ways to enhance their rosters just before training camp starts. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. The Steelers, under the leadership of GM Omar Khan and head coach Mike Tomlin, have always been a team that values strategic moves. They've built a defense that's among the best in the league, led by stars like T.J. Watt, who, despite some injury setbacks last season, remains a dominant force. The offensive line is solid, and Najee Harris is proving to be a reliable workhorse in the backfield. But what's been missing, for quite some time, is that spark at quarterback, someone who can elevate the entire offense, someone who can make those throws under pressure, and someone who can inspire confidence in the locker room. Now, bringing in a former MVP would do exactly that. Just think about the leadership, the experience, and the sheer talent that comes with a player of that caliber. It's not just about throwing passes, it's about setting an example, about being the guy who can rally the team in tough moments, who can turn a game around with a single play. For Steelers fans, this possibility sparks hope, because it signals that the front office isn't sitting still. They're actively exploring options, trying to put together the best squad they can for the upcoming season. Of course, nothing is guaranteed yet. This is still in the rumor stage, but the fact that discussions are happening at this level suggests a serious intent to improve the quarterback position. The Steelers have always been known for their resilience and ability to adapt even in tough times. Remember, this is a franchise with a rich history of success, with 6 Super Bowl titles, tied for the most in NFL history, and legendary players like Mean Joe Green, Jack Lambert, and Jerome Bettis. And now, they're eyeing a new chapter, possibly with a quarterback who's been in the MVP conversation multiple times. What does this mean for the fans? Well, it's an exciting time. The anticipation is building, and the energy around Steelers Nation is palpable. Everyone's wondering, will it happen? When will we know? The NFL offseason is notorious for its twists and turns, and the Steelers are right in the middle of that storm. If this move comes to fruition, it could be the catalyst that propels the team into serious playoff contention. With a veteran quarterback leading the offense, complemented by the team's strong defense and talented young players, the Steelers could be a dark horse contender in the AFC. Now, let's not forget about the other factors at play. The salary cap, draft picks, and the overall team chemistry will all influence whether this deal happens. The front office has to weigh the cost against the potential benefits. But given the current landscape, it seems they're willing to pull out all the stops to make this a competitive and exciting season. And for fans, that's what truly matters, seeing their team compete at the highest level, with a real shot at contending for another Super Bowl. As we await official confirmation, the buzz continues to grow. Every NFL insider, every analyst, and every Steelers supporter is speculating about what could be next. Will they go all in on this quarterback? Or will they explore other options? Whatever the case, one thing is clear, the Steelers are not standing still. They're actively looking to improve, to adapt, and to return to their winning ways. The next few weeks will be critical, and I can promise you, the excitement in Pittsburgh is at an all-time high. And speaking of the team's recent performance, let's take a quick look at how they've fared in the last season. The Steelers finished with a solid record, but they fell just short of the playoffs, primarily because of inconsistencies at the quarterback position and some injuries on defense. Kenny Pickett showed promise as a rookie, but he's still developing, and fans are eager to see him take the next step. The addition of a veteran MVP-caliber quarterback could be exactly what's needed to push the team over the edge. It's about adding that veteran leadership, that stability, that proven ability to lead a team through the grueling NFL schedule. Now, let's talk about the potential impact. If the Steelers do manage to land this high-profile quarterback, what are the immediate benefits? For starters, it boosts the team's confidence and morale. It sends a message to the rest of the league that Pittsburgh is serious about competing now. It also provides a blueprint for the offense, allowing the coaching staff to design plays that leverage the quarterback's strengths. And, of course, it makes the Steelers' offense much more unpredictable, which is vital in today's NFL where defenses are constantly adjusting. From a fan perspective, this is a dream scenario. Imagine the hype around the team during training camp, the excitement of seeing a new face leading the offense, and the hope that this could finally be the year the Steelers get back to their winning ways. The rivalry games, the AFC battles, the potential playoff matchups, all of these become even more compelling with a quarterback of this stature under center. It's the kind of move that can energize an entire fanbase, and I'm sure Steelers fans are already buzzing about what could be. In the bigger picture, this move would also impact the team's strategy in the upcoming draft and free agency. The front office might look to bolster the roster around this quarterback, adding pieces that complement his style of play. Defensive upgrades, offensive line reinforcements, and perhaps a few more weapons for the passing game could be on the horizon. The Steelers have a history of smart, strategic moves, and if this is part of their plan, it could be a masterstroke that sets the stage for a deep playoff run. But let's not forget, there are challenges too. Negotiating a deal with a high-profile player like this isn't easy. The salary demands, the trade compensation, and ensuring the locker room chemistry all play critical roles. The Steelers' management will have to navigate these waters carefully, balancing short-term gains with long-term stability. Still, the fact that they're exploring this option shows a level of ambition that's been characteristic of the franchise for decades. Now, as we look ahead, what's next for Steelers fans? Well, keep your eyes peeled for official announcements, rumors, and reports. The NFL offseason is always unpredictable, but Pittsburgh's front office has shown time and again that they're willing to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. And with the season just a few months away, the excitement only continues to grow. Whether this particular quarterback lands in Pittsburgh or not, one thing is certain: the Steelers are aiming high, and their fans should be excited about the possibilities. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe the team should go all in for this MVP caliber quarterback? Are you confident in Kenny Pickett's development, or do you think a veteran presence is what's needed to push the team into serious contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned because the latest Steelers news is just around the corner. Whether it's a signing, a trade, or just the latest rumors, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The Steelers are on the move, and the best is yet to come.